Good morning, everyone. Today, I'm going to present to you the Honduras versus United States government. This is my final project for social studies, and I hope you enjoy it. Let's start. First, we have the three branches of government that both Honduras and United States government have three different branches to ensure that any person or people don't have a lot of power. Like here, we have the Legislature Branch that is composed of the Congress, the House of Representatives, and Senate, and it makes laws. It can confirm or reject the president nominees, and it can remove the president under exceptional circumstances. Now we're going to talk about its executive branch, that it carries out laws, is composed by the president, vice president, cabinet, and federal agencies, and the president can veto legislation created by Congress and nominees heads of federal agencies. A veto is like a vote that the president has to reject any law. Now we have its judicial power or branch that it evaluates laws. It's composed by the Supreme Court and other courts, and the justice of the Supreme Court can overturn unconstitutional laws and are nominated by the president and confirmed by the Senate. Now I will explain to you how the government of the US works. There it is, okay? So like you can see in the concept map, the US government divides into three different branches. There will be the United States Capitol, there will be the Legislative Building, the White House, the Executive Building, and the Supreme Court of Justice or the Judicial Building. Now I will explain this one's in detail. Well, we have the Legislative Branch, like I said before, propose laws, confer or reject presidential nominations, and also it has the authority to declare war. And the American citizens have the right to vote for senators and representatives through free confidential ballots. Who is the leader of the US Senate in 2021 is Mike Pence, and the vice president will be Kamala Harris. If you can see, there is the Senate and the Capitol that I mentioned before. We're going to talk about its executive branch. That in here, American citizens have the right to vote for the president and vice president through free confidential ballots. There's some key roles that or the president, of course, that it will be Joe Biden. And the president leads the country and it's the head of state of the federal government, and it serves a 4-year term, and it can be re-elected only twice. And also we have the vice president that it supports the president, and if the president is unable to serve, the vice president becomes president. And the president can be elected and serve a limited number of 4-year terms as vice president, even under a different president. The vice president will be Kamala Harris, and the cabinet that serves as advisors for the president. And some of the cabinets consists of the secretaries of Agriculture, Commerce, Defense, Education, Energy, Health, and Human Services. Finally, for the US, well, it will be the judicial branch, and that is composed of the Supreme Court and other courts. And it's composed also by 9 justices that make up the current Supreme Court, and one that is in 1 Chief Justice and 8 Associate Justices. Who is in charge is the Honorable John G. Roberts Jr. And now I'm gonna talk to how you can become a U.S. citizen. You need to be at least 18 years old, have a lawful permanent resident for the past 3 years or 5, depends on the state, and to plan to still live there in presence in the United States, be able to read, write, and speak basic English, and have good morals in the country, have basic knowledge of the U.S. history and country, and also have respect of it, and be willing to take the oath of alliance. Now we're going to talk about our beautiful country, Honduras. Let's see how is the government divided in there. As you can see, Honduras government is divided between 3 branches. That will be the Legislative Palace, that will be the Legislative Building, the Presidential House as its Executive Building, and the Supreme Court of Justice as its Judicial Building. Now we're going to talk about its executive branch, that is consists of the President of the Republic of Honduras, and in this case will be Juan Orlando Hernández Alvarado. And he has some responsibilities as to direct the general policy of the state that represented, maintain and scatter the independence and honor of the Republic, as well to maintain peace and order to its citizens. Now we have its legislative branch or power that is in charge, President Mauricio Liberera. He's president of course of its legislative branch. And he's the highest ranking official between the legislative power, and it exercises the direction and representation of said organisms. Is in charge of the Internal Regime Commission and head of the unicameral legislative body. And he will exercise his functions for a period of 4 years and will be the president of the Permanent Commission, and the rest of the board will last 2 years in his functions. Now we have the Judicial Branch of Honduras power as well. It consists of the Supreme Court of Justice, that will be the highest court in the hierarchy. And the Supreme Court is directed by the lawyer Orlando Argueta Perez. And it is made up of 15 magistrates who are elected by the National Congress of Honduras with a vote of 2/3 of all its members, from a payroll of no less than 3 for each of the magistrates to be elected. Finally, we have the naturalization process, how you can become a Honduras citizen. You need to register at the General Direction of Population, Immigration, and National Registration book policy, which is carried by the RNP. Then the applicant may now submit requirements needed in registration and go to the municipal register to register it. Then, once the authenticity of the documents are verified, he or she will register its name to the registration book of Naturalization Civil Registration System. Then the officer will then print it and check it. Then, when the check is complete, the officer will sign up and formalize the registration. Then you can celebrate that you are a member of this beautiful country. Congratulations. The presentation is over, and thank you for your attention. I hope you enjoyed. See you later. Bye.